You're here early? Or have you not gone home since yesterday?
I did go home, but only to sleep for 3 hours and then come back here to feel like it's the weekend.
Sounds like an adult trying to pretend they still have energy to live.
Exactly. It's the end of the year. Everyone's exhausted, but still has to pretend to be excited about the holidays.
For me, the end-of-year break feels like a psychological test. Everyone asks, "Do you have any plans for the end of the year yet?" While in my head, it's just sleep.
Sleep is a very ambitious plan. I once planned to travel, but in the end, cancelled because I was too lazy to pack the suitcase.
So that's why you call coffee the daily travel destination?
Yeah. Cheap ticket. No passport needed. And no one asks, "When are you coming back?"
I like the end-of-year feeling in coffee shops like this. Not too noisy, not too empty. Everyone carries a bit of fatigue, a bit of hope, and a lot of untold stories.
Like we're procrastinating, returning to reality.
Not procrastinating. It's preparing mentally.
Preparing for what?
For promising ourselves again next year that this year I'll live differently.
And then forget after 3 months.
Yeah, but I still like the feeling when making that promise. It makes me believe I can still change.
What do you think if this year we don't promise anything?
Just live?
Yeah. Live just enough not to be tired, without trying to prove anything.
Sounds dangerous, but appealing.
At least for today. Today, just good coffee, music just audible enough, and no one mentioning work.
Then congratulations. You've just passed the first 15 minutes without talking about deadlines.
Really? That's progress then.
How's your week been? Okay.
Depends on the definition of okay. If it's still alive, then okay. But if it's mentally healthy, then not sure.
Sounds like everyone going to the office on Monday.
I think Monday was created just to remind people that the weekend is a dream.
And Tuesday is for asking ourselves, wait, it's only Tuesday?
Wednesday is the day to try pretending to have motivation.
And Thursday is when we start counting down, even though there's still a pile of unfinished work.
Friday, the mind is already on break, but the body is still forced to work.
In summary, the work week is like a 5-day chain of misunderstandings.
And every Monday morning, I ask myself, what exactly am I trying for?
That question is dangerous. Ask too deeply and you'll want to quit right away.
How about you? How's work lately?
Me, busy. But not the kind of busy that feels meaningful. It's busy to prove that I'm busy.
I understand. Like opening the laptop, staring at the screen for 10 minutes, then asking, what am I doing with my life?
Right. But then keep typing because bills don't care about your existential crisis.
I once thought if I changed jobs, everything would be better.
And then?
Then I realized the problem isn't necessarily the job. It's how I bring it home every day.
Yeah. There are days when I'm still replying to emails in my head, even when I'm already in bed.
That's when you know you need a real break. Not vacation time, but a mental break.
But it's hard, because we're taught to always strive, always move forward.
But no one teaches how to stop properly.
Maybe because stopping is a bit scary.
Yeah, because in silence, you start hearing your own thoughts.
And sometimes, it's not comfortable at all.
But I think, if you don't dare to listen, sooner or later it will scream.
Like the body alerting with fatigue.
Or by hating even the things you once liked doing.
Sounds sad.
But it's also true. And, at least, we're sitting here, able to talk about these things.
Yeah, maybe that's why I like these coffee sessions. No need to solve problems, just be a little honest.
And know that you're not the only one who feels tired.
Hey, next week, if we're tired again, let's come here again, okay?
Yeah, at least here, work can't find us.
And, if it does, we'll pretend not to see.
Deal sealed with a cup of coffee.
Have you ever noticed that the unimportant conversations are the ones we remember the longest?
Yes. Conversations without purpose, without needing conclusions, without right or wrong.
Like right now.
Yeah, just two people sitting talking about things that don't change the world, but make the world a little easier to breathe.
I think maybe because we don't need to appear competent in those moments.
No need to prove anything. No need for the best version of ourselves.
Just the version that exists.
Sounds simple, but it's hard.
Yeah, but I like the feeling of talking nonsense without being judged.
Me too. Here, if I say, I'm tired today, no one asks, why? Because of whom? Do you have a solution yet?
Just, yeah, must be tired.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
Do you think these small moments will become memories later?
Yes. Like one day, in a very different afternoon, I'll remember, there was once a coffee shop, a weekend session, and a conversation without reason.
Sounds like a scene from an indie film.
But real life often has more such moments than movies.
It's just that when it's happening, we don't realize.
Until it's past.
So, today, I want to remember it a bit more carefully.
Me too.
Hey, if one day we're too busy and can't sit like this anymore,
Then what?
then hope that at least every time we drink coffee, we still remember this feeling. The feeling of sitting still without feeling guilty.
I promise. And if I forget, there will probably be some afternoon that pulls me back to remember.
Like today.
Yeah, a very ordinary day, but very memorable.
Ready to go?
Not in a hurry. Let me sit a bit longer.
Yeah, me too.